So my name is Laura Riuttanen and I'm a PhD student of meteorology at the University of Helsinki, Department of Physics, and I'm studying there the effects of aerosol particles, so air pollution on clouds and therefore also on our climate. I want to thank the organizers for this invitation to come here today, because this topic, theology and science, is very close to my heart, and it has been very close to my heart until very early childhood. I'm born with very strong intuition to wonder things, why things are like they are, how this world is actually working. And this wonder for me, it consists of both relationship to God and relationship to the nature and the universe. So what is the truth behind this all? It's the same question, like related to God and to science. So for me, these things go hand in hand with each other. And I was happy as Professor McGrath talked about love. For me, this is love. I have strong love relationship both towards natural sciences, our planet Earth, and also God. And therefore, I have been very sad to notice how polarized this atmosphere of discussions is in Finland. So I have worked in the Department of Physics for 10 years now, and I have to say that it's very difficult to talk about these issues in natural sciences in Finland. It's almost impossible to mention God and science in the same room, I think, and that's why I'm very happy that we have this discussion event here today. Thank you for the organizers. On the other hand, it's very difficult to discuss these issues among the believers as well. There are also very strong attentions when trying to raise up scientific questions among the believers. And my main question here is how we could relieve this situation, how we could create an atmosphere of fruitful discussions, so that we are not dooming each other or feeling that we are somehow shamed if we raise up this kind of questions. I'm sad to know some natural scientists who didn't want to come here today because they are somehow afraid of this very polarized atmosphere, this kind of attacking atmosphere. They feel that they may get attacked if they raise up this kind of questions publicly. So how we could get further? I think here this book by Professor McGrath gives us a good can play an important role, while it lists the discussions that have been gone through in the past and what have been the difficult points in this field in the past. So while it lists them and goes through them in a good way, I think we can then get over them. So we can leave some of the old questions behind and start looking for new topics to discuss. So there have been these questions of the origin of the universe or the origin of the mankind that are interesting, they are important, they are shaping us, who we are, how we see ourselves in this universe and so on. But I think also that these questions are related to the past. And what is important for me is the future. What is the future of our planet? And what is the future of the mankind? And I think we are now living with very emerging issues in this field. Like the climate is changing. We have 7 billion people living on this one planet. We have lack of fresh water. We have to organize the food for everybody. And we are 7 billion people here on this planet. So how could we create a new sustainable lifestyle so that we could live within the planetary boundaries of our Earth? And I think here we come to questions that are in the borderline or go across the borders of science and theology, and where we scientists we cannot answer these questions: how to create a sustainable lifestyle, how we could live in peace with each other within these limited planetary boundaries. I think here discussions with theologists could be fruitful for us and good for the life on Earth. I think there are other interesting new topics as well, because science has gone through huge progress during the recent years. In very many fields, science is going further, faster than ever. But if we are lacking this culture of discussion, how can we find those interesting topics to discuss? So I'm sure there are many new topics in addition to the Big Bang Theory, or Darwin and Kepler and Galileo, quite many hundreds of years ago. But how could we find those interesting topics to discuss if we do not have this atmosphere of discussion? These were my main questions for the discussion today. And then I'd like to advertise a bit that I'm not only complaining here, but also have done something. And we initiated a discussion club of theologists and natural sciences 2 years ago with Panu Pihkala, who is nowadays a PhD in theology. And with other people we collected a group of natural scientists as well as theologists to come together to seek for these questions where we could find fruitful ground for discussions, and how could we then create something new. The chairs of this group have been the Bishop of Espoo, Tapio Luoma, and the academic professor Markku Kulmala, who is aerosol physicist. And while discussing with theologists and natural scientists for 2 years, now we have found out that this topic of climate change has been highly relevant for us and raised most of the discussions, and found that this is the field where we can find common ground for discussions. And we also made one public outcome which can be found from there around this topic. So this was what I was thought to say, but maybe I would like to shortly comment on Kari's last slide also here, and then maybe we can continue the discussions. I really agree that science must look for truth without politicians affecting the science. But then, when the scientists find something that is based on evidence and well reasoned, like climate change, like the human effect on global warming. When we find something like that, and we are really worried of what will happen to us, how this will affect our lives, I think then faith communities and politicians must react to it. It must be taken seriously when 99% plus some percent of climate scientists say that our climate is changing in a way that is harming our living on this planet. It's harming especially the most vulnerable people. Then I think if church thinks of its values like value of human life, we must react on it. Thank you.